I'm going to tell you how I use this book and how you can use, you don't have to use a book, you can get any other kind of book that has to do with like metaphysical meaning of illnesses or ailments. I know there's another really good one, I can't think of the author's name, another woman, but you can use the book, or you can use, there's another website that I use, really great intuitive healer. The website's name is emotionsandbody.com. I believe the man who writes the website is from Brazil or somewhere in South America, but I've been using his that resource for a very long time as well. So I use that website in tandem with this whenever I'm coming down with something, just to get ahead of or understand the thought form that created whatever it is that my body may be suffering from at that moment. So I'm going to explain to you exactly how you can use it for yourself. So you can get this book on Amazon. They probably sell it at Barnes & Noble too, if there's one around you. Alright, I wrote all this down. Let's see. Okay. So the tricky part with using this book is that you may read something. Okay, let's pick an example. Something not crazy. Let's look at, this book literally has everything. Gray. Okay, here's a good one. Gray hair. Because I have gray hair, believe it or not. This shit just started sprouting up in my late 20s. And I went from having two to having too many in a few years. So here's what it says. Okay, and I thought, okay, it's genetic, right? Because I'm not stressed out. So, you know, this is what you can come across when you're reading things in this book, is that you may read it and you'll be like, nope, that's not me, I'm fine. But your body's telling you otherwise. So with gray hair, it says extreme stress and anxiety, persistent worry and concern, concentrating on old age and degeneration, thinking it's all downhill from here, instability, shock, resistance. So yeah, when I read this, I was like, I don't have extreme stress and anxiety. Unbeknownst to me, that shit was so suppressed that I wasn't even aware that I had extreme stress and anxiety. I did a dream class, I think last year, and analyzing my dreams, I found out because I suppress my anxiety so much in real life, it comes out in my dreams through people. Like my emotions, those anxiety emotions will come out in my dreams. My dreams will create like situations for my anxiety to come out. So yeah, I had to really, really dig down deep subconsciously. And that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes you'll read things and you'll be like, that's not me. You have to assume that's happening, because if it's a actual physical manifestation, you know, then that means like whatever that thought form that created that ailment or sickness is so dense enough to manifest itself in your body. So in using this book, even if you don't feel it, even if you don't think it, you have to assume it's true. Because when you assume that it's true, then you're telling your subconscious to really look for the root of what it is that's causing you hurt, or like, you know, whatever it is that you're going through. So that's the best way to use this book, is just assume that everything that it's saying about you is true, even if you don't feel like it, or even if you're not aware about it. Let's see. Okay, what did I write here? Okay, once you assume that they're true, then you can begin to reflect the different ways in which they might be true. Even if you make it up in your mind, or if it's not even believable, just tell yourself a story or anything that will get you to look at what is happening to you in a different way. Once you do that and create a new narrative for yourself, you can begin to take responsibility You have to think that this energy, if this energy you created is strong enough to manifest itself in the physical, aka your body, then you have to take a hard look at how you created this situation for yourself, consciously or not. Okay? You use the body and its symptoms as an antenna to give you a clue as to what is going on at the emotional level. Kitty, get away. Sorry. Oh, she's... Okay, sorry, I had to stop last night's recording because I lost concentration after my cat distracted me. So I'm gonna continue today. So we were talking about gray hair, like gray hair, and how you should look at a book like this or any other resource that gives you the spiritual meaning, metaphysical meaning of any ailment or symptom that you have, is to assume that it's true, and then to create a narrative, or really, you know, just start writing or just digging, like any type of anything you can tell yourself that could be true, or, you know, just create a story that will make it true, and then you'll put your subconscious in the right direction to actually find the cause or the beliefs or where it came from, things like that. So you're kind of working from, you're basically throwing shit at a wall and seeing what's gonna stick. You don't have to necessarily believe it, you just gotta keep throwing shit. And eventually things will open themselves up to you, is what I'm saying. And so the other way to use this book, especially if it has to do with like long-standing beliefs, is to create like counter mantras to tell yourself, to begin creating a new thought form to counter, you know, the one that's like causing you the ailment. So, oh, here's a good one. Runny nose, because sometimes I get a runny nose at night, and it was annoying at first because I just keep blowing my nose. And then I looked in this book and it said that a runny nose is symptomatic of not listening to your feelings or your intuition. So I've encountered the runny nose so many times, I don't even know where it is in this book, that when it, oh, here it is. Pushing, forcing, trying to make things happen instead of letting go and allowing, ignoring your intuition and feelings. Oh, I have a runny nose right now. Making decisions based on reason rather than your feelings and intuition, feeling run down and tired of pushing but not knowing how to stop. So yeah, basically you're not listening to your intuition because your nose, the nose knows, right? So what I usually tell myself is, I trust my intuition, I trust my feelings, I can relax and let go. I know what I'm doing. I trust what I'm doing. Things will come in time. You know, I will tell myself, or write those things down. And after a while, it becomes second nature to understand, like, and then almost immediately the symptom dissipates, you know, because I started telling myself the right thing, and then that thought form begins to embed itself, and it's like, oh, okay, and then the runny nose is gone. So it could be that quick, or it could take a lot more time, especially if there's a lot of issues to work through. But this is a good place to start, is just listening to your body and really tapping into what it's trying to tell you, right? So this book has everything from nosebleeds to nearsightedness to nausea to kidney stones, indigestion, hiccups even. So yeah, I hope I explained it well enough. Basically using, like, if you don't have an intuition, or if you don't know, or if you feel like you don't know, you have to pretend. You have to pretend that you know. You have to make stuff up, try to make shit stick. Just like, because it's not about using your left brain to try to understand what's going on with your body, because your body doesn't really think in like words or whatever. So you're just using words to try to explore those, you know, subconscious thoughts and frequencies that are lying dormant, to try and dig, to get at them so that they eventually reveal themselves to you. Yeah, I guess the best way I could describe it. I should have put in this disclaimer at the beginning. The thought form thing, I mean, using this book, say you have a tooth infection and there's pus coming out of your mouth or whatever, this book's not gonna fucking work. You need to go see a doctor. You need to go see a dentist. But how you can still use the book to your advantage is by just tracking how you even got to that point in the first place, you know, and then see what beliefs led up to your ailment or your sickness, and then begin to take responsibility. So you can use this book in different stages of whatever it is that you're suffering from, just to have a peek into like, okay, what do I need to take responsibility for? So either to prevent it from happening again, or so I know like what to do next time similar symptoms show up. So this book can be used for basically any stage. I wouldn't rely on it to solve anything super chronic or anything that's like completely like manifested in your body. It's just one tool in many tools that you should use in your arsenal for your, you know, spiritual, mental, emotional health. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.